Yes, another episode of NBA 2k16 MyGM mode. I know, it is a miracle. But we're back with more GM mode. Now, we did some more episodes, but unfortunately the gameplay was corrupted. So we did miss out on a couple of those games. We had a match against the Wizards and the Golden State Warriors. We won against the Wizards, lost against the Warriors. We're now versing the Sacramento Kings. And we didn't show it in the earlier clip there, but we are currently 8th in the playoffs race. So we are currently technically in the playoffs. So we have a chance to be in the playoffs. We need to keep on winning though, versus the Kings here today. It's going to be a tough challenge. We're at home, which is a bit of an advantage for us. So our opening shot is a miss there, and that's not the start we were exactly looking for. Hopefully we can hit back here, but yes, more NBA, and hopefully we can get to the playoffs. That is the goal right now. I don't really care, honestly, if we get knocked out straight away in the playoffs, but hey, if we can somehow miraculously pick up some victories and get a miracle happening, it would be great, honestly, to get to the second round. That would be cool, but if we don't, we don't. But to make the playoffs is the goal of this series. We're getting so close. We might just sneak in. It's gonna be very, very rewarding if we do get there. So at the moment, 3 versus 2, and there's a miss. Went for a mid-range shot, and there's a miss. So the team that we've got, obviously, isn't an all-star team. It's, you know, built around Carmello, who's played very well for us throughout the entire season. One of the top scoring players in the league, which is great. But we've had to really utilize some of our mid-range players and try and make them step up and play more minutes than what they deservedly, you know, should have. And they've stepped up and they've got us to a position where we might just be able to sneak in. So, you know, I've been pretty critical of the roster that we've had, pretty disappointed. We've made a few trades here and there, you know, bringing in, you know, Sanders, bringing in Gibson, bringing in Snell, even though Snell, I've cut his minutes back quite a lot. He's really been underperforming. But the changes that we've made, I think, have really benefited us. And now, looking back, I think we've really done pretty well to get this far. Obviously, not the best of the game, you guys know that. So, you know, winning matches is pretty difficult for me. Winning games, I should say, is pretty difficult for me to do. So, I'm pretty proud of where we're getting. So, I'm pretty happy that we're getting close to the playoffs. So, now we just got to keep winning. You know, we're in, but if we slip up, we lose a game, we're going to be straight out, because I think there's about 2 or 3 teams right there in for the taking to swoop in and steal our spot. So we've got a small lead here against the Kings late in the first quarter, and that one's blocked. Get out of here! And Seraphim with a nice block there. He has been really good for us. Getting those blocks, he's averaging a few blocks a game. He's really, really handy in that, and you know, he's also not a bad scorer as well. Got a decent mid-range shot. Seraphim really has been a very handy player coming off the bench for us. Here is Seraphim, by the way, and he's going to get a chance to go to the line and shoot for 2. He's already got a couple points so far. That one will bounce out. He won't get the points there, but he'll have another chance here to try and at least get 1 point on the board. There it is. So that's nice for Seraphim. So the lead is cut to 1. So it'd be very good to have a lead heading in towards the second quarter. It could happen here, but we need to make a defensive stop. And here's Rondo. He's probably not going to go for a long-range shot. Not really what he does, but close up is what he does. And that is a nice layup. And 2 easy points to lead to 3 now. So it looks like the Kings might just sneak ahead here and have their nose poked in front coming into the second quarter. Here's Seraphim again. He's going to take another shot and another miss. Not what we were wanting. And, oh, Rondo now going down to the line, out to the 3-point line. Gortat gets it in. 5-point advantage. So, not a great way to end this one. And a miss. So, we're coming into the second down. 7-point lead now for the Kings. Almost making it. I think might have been a 9-point lead there. Now here's Bradley. Bradley lays it up and gets 2 more points. So Avery Bradley has got 5. So that's good. Sorry, 6 points I should say. So that's good. And the lead cut down to 5. So we can keep this up. we did try and come back here. Ooh, 2 more points there. So a 7-point lead again. So an early deficit here. And I found throughout my season that, you know, once we get to a deficit, it's so difficult to come back. Porzingis, a bit of room to move, and he'll knock down the mid-range. And now, back down to 5. So, pretty crucial that we try and cut this early lead back. You know, obviously it's pretty early in the game, and we can certainly come back at any point, get on a bit of a run. But, you know, you never want to be trailing by a big deficit heading in towards the second half. And if we can't cut this down, the confidence is immediately dropped right there. Lopez now, down to Porzingis, he's going to take another shot, and he's going to nail it down, gets a 3-pointer this time, it's cut to 2, Porzingis has 10. Well, what a player he's been for us, Porzingis. He is a terrific young player, and he's really, really good. Lopez gets the rebound, and Bradley with a chance to give it to Carmello. To Lopez. Ooh, went for the N1. Not going to get it. He'll take 2 shots. He'll get the first. Just barely. Just going in, but he's got it. Hey, doesn't matter how you get him as long as it goes in. Same with that one. So he's got the 2. The lead is cut back to 0. The lead is non-existent. And we've cut it back. So a nice little run there by the Knicks. A good little mini comeback. And those are the small little things in a game that can really turn it all around. When you come back from a lead like that, things just go right for you. Lopez with the block, but they've rebounded it. And, oh no, they're not going to get it. Carmello now. On to Gordon. And Gordon, geez, he had all the room in the world and he couldn't knock it down. That's why he only gets 2 minutes a game. But anyways, Rondo has it. Anthony trying to defend McLemore, and they'll do it nicely. Anthony, wow, look at all the room he's got here. Look out! Dunking it down. And Carmello knocking that one down. And we now skip into the 3rd quarter. We've got a 3-point advantage here with another shot to come here. About to make it perhaps a 2-point advantage here for Cousins. And yes, it'll go in. So, 2-point lead. 47-45, that's okay. And that's still a lead. And the Kings have been very competitive, but we just seem to be getting the edge over them right now. Anthony to Porzingis. Porzingis has been our key scorer in this one. Anthony not really scoring all that much, more so focusing on his passing game. And Porzingis has been our most reliable shooter. Here's the foul. Clear foul there on Porzingis. Now a chance to get 2 shots in here. There's the first one. Many points for him here tonight. And that one's no good. So not a good second throw there. But I only make it 1 from 2. The free throws haven't been really much of a problem this season. I think we're probably shooting at, you know, a bit of an average around that 78% mark, I should say. Something like that, which is okay. Not great, but not bad. Porzingis now. A nice pass there from Anthony. Gives it to Porzingis. He had plenty of room, and he'll get it in. So, the Kings fighting back, though. It's a 1-point game now. Galloway, he's got 2 points today. And the 1 assist coming off the bench. Ooh, probably could have given it to Gibson a little earlier. He had a little bit of room. But Galloway will do it himself. He'll lay it up. And has 4 points now. So Galloway had a lot of minutes in the start of the season. His minutes have been slowly being cut. And he would just like to come off the bench here and just have any kind of impact here. And he's done it. 4 points. Important points. You know, every point is obviously important, but you know, coming off the bench and being an option, being a scoring option is something that the Knicks has really struggled with. That's what we really have struggled with. And if we can just retain a scorer off the bench, you know, have that reliable scoring option off the bench, that can really help us make sure that we win these last few games. Obviously, Porzingis and Anthony probably our 2 go-to scorers. Aflalo and Bradley our next 2. But they're all our starters, and on the bench, you know, since Aflalo's coming, oh, Anthony, oh, gets blocked there. Aflalo's a starter now. That's left a big gap in our bench. So now, fast break here for the Kings. They'll get blocked though. Bradley has a chance to lay it up, gives it to Anthony, mid-range shot, and he'll get it. Excellent shot there from Carmello Anthony. He's been a little bit quiet, but maybe a nice little fourth quarter run will rack up some points. He's got 14 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists. It is a 1-point game, 55 seconds on the clock right now. Anthony has it. He must score here. Gives it to Lopez, wide open. And Lopez has 15 points today and the 7 rebounds. A pretty good game for him indeed. A follow now on Collison. 3-point game. A score here for Cousins will be huge. He'll get it. Keeps him in it. A 1-point game again. Anthony now. He's got 10 assists today. The double-double. A very, very impressive game. One of his best passing performances of the season. And a 3 coming from a Flolo in the corner. That is huge. And that may just shut the Kings out of this game. 4-point lead. 26 seconds on the clock. They need a score right now. Well, they cannot afford a miss at all. AC to Cousins. Cousins might take it upon himself here. Off to Butler. And a miss. And a Flolo gets the rebound. And now they have no choice but to try and foul. A Flolo will just eat another second off that clock. And he'll take 2 shots here. There's one. A 5-point lead now. So I think the Kings might be in a bit of trouble. 6 points, 18 seconds. It can be done. There's no doubt about that. But they might have to look for a 3 right now. To AC for the 3, but the hand right in his face was never going to go in. 6 points now. Bradley has the shot at 2. There's the first. So that is going to be another win here for the Knicks. And a very, very important victory. It keeps us in the playoffs hunt. We are really right there, aren't we? We're right there, possibly working our way into the playoffs for this season. It surprised myself that we are that close, but we may just get there. 8-point win here today. A good win. We normally win by 1 or 2. I'm sick of the close wins. I've won a few blowout victories. Today was not a blowout, but it was a nice, solid victory. We had a good little finish there. 8-point win. Looks good. You know, if you didn't watch the game and you kind of looked at the score, you'd say 8-point win. Hey, look, the Knicks turned up tonight. They were pretty good. But we all know it was a bit closer than that. But anyways, Porzingis was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant in this one. And he was the key staple in our victory. Carmello was a little bit quieter in the first 3 quarters at least. Came back a bit in the fourth, but Porzingis held his own. 23 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double himself. Lopez, 15 points, just missing out in the double-double. He only got the 8 rebounds. Anthony was a great passer tonight, 10 assists. Bradley got 7 assists, so that's pretty impressive as well. Pretty good game overall. I think we had a pretty good game. Our starters played very well. Seraphin, 2 blocks. Look at that. Lopez and Anthony, 4 blocks apiece. Porzingis, 2 blocks. That defense is on point. And another victory for us. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of NBA 2k16 MyGM. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like on this video. It'd be great. We are going huge. We're shooting huge. Probably the wrong game to be shooting huge for, but we're going to go for a goal of 31 likes. That's how many wins we have this season. 31. I want 31 likes. Can we do it? We'll find out. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you next video.